Hey folks, Kilt-Man here. Kilt-Man at your predatorial services. How are you all? Hope you're all doing very, very well. Now, Predator Badlands, a film I've touted for many moons, from director Dan the Man Trachtenberg, who gave us Prey, well, 2 years ago, which I have provided a commentary for. I've also done tons and tons of coverage for it. Then earlier on this year, he gave us the anthology animated series movie, Predator Killer of Killers, where he gave us what the fans wanted. A YAUTJA, a Predator going against Samurai and Ninja. You got it. A YAUTJA Predator going against Vikings. You got it. A Predator YAUTJA against World War II Tomcat fighter pilot. We didn't know we wanted it, but you gave us it anyway, and yeah, you got it. Prey, I thought was terrific, loved it, still do. Killer of Killers, I've devoted many hours on the channel to both these movies so far, and the whole Predator franchise. Killer of Killers, I liked the Vikings one. I really was surprised and enjoyed the World War II thing. The Ninja Samurai one I thought was absolute trash, and the wraparound I despised. I hated what he did when he brought in, like, oh, there's Naru there. Oh, what? She survived, but they caught her, and now she's in cryostasis to fight in the arena at some point. And then the extended version, yes. There's Dutch and there's Harrigan. So Dutch from Predator 1, Arnie, and Harrigan from Predator 2, Danny Glover. I hate and loathe that. So in other words, these guys went through hell and survived, losing all their teammates and friends. And yes, but human resilience and adaptability got them through this horrible skirmish with an extraterrestrial Rastafarian super hunter. And they win, but then sneak attack. We're gonna big mothership. We're gonna catch you and put you in cryostasis and fight in the arena. That's bollocks. So I wasn't happy about that. And then you get Predator Badlands. Now we saw the early footage and the imagery of deck or run to the YAUTJA litter, and very humanistic. You know, he hasn't got the humongous forehead. He hasn't got the massive dreadlocks. He's not massively hulking and bulking, but he's still pretty carrying some. He's got some guns on him, but he's very humanistic, and no one liked it. Now, even me at the time, when the first footage came out of Badlands, I was like, "What the hell is that? Oh, I don't like that. No, this ain't gonna work." But then his face, it grew on me, and the more footage I saw, and I saw a lot of it before the film came out, and I thought, no, I get this. And I've said in previous videos, he's gonna carry the movie. He's the star of the movie. He's the hero Predator, and so you've got to empathise with him, make him more humanistic. Okay, you've got to do that. He's a monster, but we've got to like the guy, and we've got to run and fight and battle alongside this guy. So I get that, and now I do like his look. I like it a lot. I like it more than the look of the Feral in Prey, I'll be honest. And I never was a fan of that look at all. But anyway, so the film comes out, and I couldn't see it yesterday on its day of cinematic release, theatrical release in the UK. I couldn't see it then. I was working, and then obviously evening time I was out and about partying. So today, me and my son saw it, and he wasn't massively excited about this movie. Really loves Predator, but wasn't fussed on this. I had built myself up for this. All the Rotten Tomatoes and all that, and all the pre-general release verdicts were stellar. It was, oh my god, it's great. Even though it's a PG13, in this country, in the UK, it's a 12A. Not a good sign for a Predator movie, but but we know it was structurally designed to be a PG-13. There'd be no humans in it at all. Synthetics and alien creatures. So whatever blood and destruction and brutality you'd see, of which there is plenty, oh my god, you will want for nothing in the carnage stakes. That department is well and truly stocked with limbs and disembowelings and head rippings and loppings and it's tons, but no red blood. No red blood. Because apparently alien blood and synthetic blood means nothing. You can have faces get stomped in, people get frozen and limbs get hacked off and all that. But no, it's still a PG-13. So there's carnage aplenty. But that caused a huge furore at the time when that was announced. I did videos on that as well. I wasn't bothered about that at all. I thought this film is going to be a standalone sort of thing. A standalone venture for Dan Trachtenberg to show a YAUTJA in a different light. We see them as the aggressor, the predator, the monster, the evil, the bad dude. But that's been done to death. And I totally endorse, this direction for a one-off movie. I totally get that. We'll talk a lot about this as the video unravels. And by the way, spoilers ahead. And we'll get around to all of this. You're hearing the score now by the terrific Sarah Schachner and Benjamin Wolfish. They collaborated on this. Wolfish has about 6 tracks in the score, whereas the majority is Sarah Schachner, who scored Prey. And her music is excellent. I love it. I'm addicted to this score. And it ties in a lot with what she did in Prey. Wolfish's stuff is pure Hans Zimmer stuff, and it's very generic and very obvious. But anyway, the film, the plot, right? We got a YAUTJA, the younger brother. His older brother has got his cloak of invisibility, his Hogwartsy thing, the cloaking device. That now apparently is a massive fucking trophy. It's a real point of honor in the clans of the YAUTJA. And we're on YAUTJA Prime, and he has to do battle with his brother. And his brother has been told by the father, fucking kill him because Deck, our hero, is useless. He's the runt, he's crap, he hasn't fulfilled anything we've ever told him to do. Well, so we get told. But we have a massive pre-credits battle sequence between the two brothers, which is in a big lava pit, a cave, and all over the fucking show. And there's tons and tons of chaotic choreography and real battle, close quarter stuff, and it's great. But the brother doesn't kill him. No, because I know when you protected me one time, and so there's a bond there. I won't kill you, but if you can prove yourself to father, if you can prove yourself to the old man, then you'll be accepted as part of the clan, and you'll be great. You'll be a proper fucking Deck of the YAUTJA, and you'll be there. So, in his little ship, he's like, look, go round the galaxy and find something, and it pops up on the screen, various different creatures. You can't really tell what the hell they are. Little red effigies flicker out like that, and Deck's going hey, go back one, go that one there. That's the I forgot the name of it. I forgot the name of the big beastie. Oh, I'll get it now. The Kalisk. The Kalisk on the Death Planet. Jenna, the Death Planet. What? You can't take that out. Is that the biggest thing? No YAUTJA's ever claimed that. We go there and none of us come back, basically. And you can't do this. But if that proves to Daddy-O, then I'll go and do it. Oh, you can't do that. But then Dad arrives. Dad! And he's got big white fucking dreadlocks and a big stupid horned weird helmet, and he turns up. You've got YAUTJA speak in this. That wasn't. I don't know what I just did there, but that was a hairball. YAUTJA speak. Like with Prey, Trachtenberg brought genuine Comanche language, which I thought was an absolutely superb move. But in this, they created a YAUTJA language, which you will hear a lot. It's subtitled, so don't worry about it. But so Daddy-O turns up. You meant to kill him. Weakness. You know, we don't tolerate weakness and all this kind of crap. Like, and like the big brother's going like, well, yeah, Quay or Kai, whatever his name is. Like, he's saying that. Well, you know, he's gonna go on. He's gonna go to the Death Planet. He's gonna go and bring back the what's it called again? The Kalisk. He's gonna bring back the head of the Kalisk. He's shit. He'll do fuck all, and you didn't do your job. And like, strange sort of imprisoning laser beam device, which wrist mounted. All the Predator stuff, it's wrist mounted or shoulder mounted, isn't it? And he's like, he's chained up with these things in a little triangle of doom, right? And they've got these glowing swords, these like almost like laser sort of cutlasses or scythes. Take that, fucking kill him. Prove yourself to me by killing this waster. And like, so like, the brother's there, like, and they, right, I'm sorry about this. And I'm poor, like, Dex, like, the mandibles are like, Kai, don't do it, you know. And like, Kai doesn't do it. Kai actually cuts these laser bonds and frees his younger brother. And he sets something up which drags him into the ship. And like, he set the coordinates for this Death Planet. So he's going to get off there. But the father's like, you fucking idiot. Or whatever he says, like, in YAUTJA. You will die then. So the brother and the father fight, and the brother gets his arm hacked off. And then he gets killed right before Deck's very eyes. Deck can't get out to help him. And then the ship fucking blasts off and takes him to the Death Planet, having witnessed his brother who sacrificed himself to save him. So, happy families, you know? The way things are, you can choose your friends, you can't choose your family, folks. And that goes for YAUTJA as well. So anyway, our deck arrives on Jenna, I think it's called. A planet of flora and fauna, every single thing of which is deadly and will kill you. He comes crash landing in some kind of, and you know, to be honest with you, they go through like an asteroid belt, like the rings of Saturn. They go through that, and his ship gets battered, and then comes through. It breaks apart, or he has an ejector seat with a little escape pod thing, and he comes crashing down to the jungly, forested sort of landscape. But on the way down, he's plagued by pterodactyl-like things, great big sort of alien vulture things. I did laugh out loud at this, because you've got it. He's in sort of like this jet bike tumbling through the stratosphere. His dreads are blown behind him. His fangs like. I expect to see memes of that, like in tuk-tuks and all that, like and taxis and on mopeds and e-scooters. It could be great. So there's a huge empire could be built out of that imagery alone. Lands, and in the first half hour, he's assailed by plants, bugs, fucking everything is out to kill him. You've got these pustular sort of like I don't know what the hell you call it, inflatable sacks of spiky seed pods, and you know, if you ignite one of those, all these fucking darts fly over here, and of course if you get hit one of those darts, you'll be paralyzed, and then the things will come down and eat you slowly and all that, whatever. But he's stuck in this sort of like fucking forest of stuff. He's already had an encounter with massive vines which are like tree branches, but they can move around like tentacles, and they've got great big opening mouths that go, whoa! This is a film of opening maws. Big gaping maws. huge mouths that just go for no fucking reason whatsoever. In the first Predator, you had, the mask comes off. You're one ugly motherfucker. And then it goes, oh, fuck you then. And suddenly the mouth has got external mandibles. And you go, oh my God. And you didn't realise it could do that. And it's a great shock moment. Wonderful. Been overused in every monster movie ever since. Ever since. Every fucking monster has to go at the fucking camera. And now, of course, you get in this movie, they take it way beyond, because every little thing will do that. And you got Deck, because he's got the mandibles, so he's like forever enraged. What else can he do? So, and everything that he's fighting will do it against him. Well, you're snarling at me, I'm going to snarl at you. And very often they're 10 times, 15 times his size. And it becomes the film of just a lot. So he's fought these vine things already with this big sword. And he's got his weapons and all that. Like, he's salvaged some things, most of which he will fucking lose at some point anyway. And then he survives the first skirmish with these fucking tendril things. Then he encounters these push-together spiky things which blow up. But he hears a voice from the distance on a ridge. You've got someone in a vulture's nest, and it's Thea, who's a synthetic, played by Ellie Fanning. Oh, I should say who plays Deck. I should say, because I won't say it very often, Demetrius Schuster Kolamatangi. Demetrius Schuster Kolamatangi plays Deck, and very well for that matter. But Ellie Fanning is Thea, who's a Weyland-Yutani synthetic, who's been sent to that planet with an entire army of Weyland-Yutani goons to find, for the bioweapons division. Ain't it always the same story? That company again, building better worlds, discover, the biggest and the best and the nastiest things and subdue them, bring them back so we can, study them and recreate them and control them. Whatever the company wants to do with them, basically. So she's there with her sister. Now, their sisters, Ellie Fanning plays both characters. Thea and what's the other one called? Hey, what's the other one called? Terry, Danny. I didn't write it down. I can't remember. I can't remember what the other one's called. The bad one, because it's the bad one, you see. But she's there and she speaks to Deck. And she uses the thing, the universal translator. Oh, I'm speaking to you in my language, but which is human. But you understand, the universal communicator. Oh, what the handiest device known to any scriptwriter of a sci-fi movie ever. The universal decoder. It's bullshit. But anyway, so he will continue to speak in his, YAUTJA, clicky language, whilst you speak, English, and he'll be subtitled all the time. Like, it works. It's fine. No worries. So like, look, I can get you out of there because you're going to be in the shit because that stuff paralyzes you. Then going to eat you alive. So listen to me. Of course, but he's a YAUTJA. Doesn't want to fucking listen to her. I hunt alone. And all this kind of crap. Like, and I don't need you. I don't need anyone. It's like, I come here for the Kalisk. A lot of fucking words here. I don't remember. I'm really annoyed. I can't remember the other bitch's name. Tessa. It's Tessa. It is here on my little noties. My little noties that I did in the pub afterwards. So, look, I've got the antidote. Save me, and I can save you. But if you're gonna run fast. And these things are popping all over. It's like he's fucking, and he gets one in his neck. Oh, and then he goes, oh, fucking hell, a YAUTJA. You don't see Preds in jeopardy ever normally, unless Arnie's there like with a big rock above it. What the hell are you? So one of his little wrist activated things, a little fucking spinning glaive, flies off, and she manages to rescue herself from that. And you've got this vulture thing flying down, it's about to devour him, and then she takes that out, hacks it all to bits, and then rescues him. Hiya! You survived, you're alive, wow! Right, I'm your new friend. She's got no legs, folks, no legs. She's just a top half. Because what's happened is, we're an entirely team, and a sister synthetic. They're all since no humans, remember that? No humans in this movie at all. They got attacked by the Kalisk. It's not a hard word, is it? But I have a lot of problems with it. They got attacked by that and fucking destroyed. Now this is the thing that he wants to hunt. He needs to hunt this and bring its head back as a trophy to prove to Daddy-O that yes, I'm worthy of being in the clan. I am a genuine YAUTJA predator. I've done this. And she tells him, Ellie Fanning's, I forgot her name now, Thea, says oh, I've met your kind before. Many come here to this planet to do what you're trying to do. None have left. They've all died. So you got no fucking chance. Having said that, I've got no legs because the Kalisk destroyed my entire team and ripped me in half. But if you can get me back to my legs, I'll help you find the Kalisk. I know where it lives. I know what it looks like, and you can take it out. I'll help you do it. So then you get the Odyssey. The first third of the movie really is him and her. She's got no legs, remember, but she knows all the dangers of the planet, and he straps her to his back in a real obvious sort of throwback to Chewbacca and 3PO in Empire Strikes Back, and also Hellboy with the dead guy on his shoulders. Very, very similar. Carrying someone who's a cripple, but has the knowledge, and the big Bruce has to lumber through that on its back. And it's that's fine. And they meet other creatures, none of which are spectacularly, evil or gruesome. None of which. This is not a film like, oh my god. I remember Kong Skull Island, which I hate. I hate the film, by the way. And I hate the way that they brought Kong and Godzilla and all the monsterverse. I hate it. Love Kong, love original Godzilla. Hate everything that tries to bring them together. But that's just me, folks. But in Kong Skull Island, you had those colossal spiders things which are above you. Well, they freak me out. You've got something similar to that, which is like I think they're called lunar bugs or something like that. And you climb up the big trees. There's razor grass. So there's grass that's got the leaves are like razor blades, and you rip it to shreds. And of course, if you need to get through it, well, how do you do it? So there's a great big set piece with this fucking lunar bug coming down, and what's his face, Deck and Thea strapped to his back, and they're trying to get through all this and leaping from tree to tree to tree. And they will encounter someone else, another creature. And here is where Disney goes, hello, this is a Disney film. Did you not realise? Oh, he's a big ferocious predator and she's ripped in half. But, terrible stuff has happened. Violence aplenty, green blood and all that. But, here's a lovely little critter for you. A lovely little creature feature who's going to become your friend, and it's going to sell loads and loads of stuff from Disney merch. Bud, they call it. Bud. Which is the cutest little thing. The big stupid eyes, but it's got super hard skin, and it can cut through the razor grass and deliver fucking a channel through and all this. And it joins in with them. It attacks it. I think they get attacked by it first. I can't quite remember. But it manages, when they get dragged into the mouth of the lunar bug, it gets in there too. And if I remember rightly, it breaks the lunar bug's big fangs. It breaks the fangs on its brittle back and all that, and saves them. So it then comes on the run with Thea and Dec. So suddenly you've got a trio, and after surviving all of this shit, you have the lovely sort of nighttime campfire sequence. The three of them sit there together, and it's a lovely little bonding session. Dec doesn't really want to fucking know, and he's like, want some candy, and you get this really, and I mean this is where Disney just fucking lets the side down, but doing what Disney does. He's doing stuff. Remember in Jaws? Hang on a second. You want to let that breathe for a while? Oh no, that's okay. Brody and his son are doing the mimicky thing, like, and all that shit. This fucking stupid little critter, Bud, as he called it, Bud. Well, Ellie Fanning calls it Bud, whatever. And it's copying everything he does, sharpening his sword and like putting the fire out and all that, picking up rocks. And like you're meant to go, oh, it's so cute, so cute. It's fucking wank, is what it is. It's exactly what I'm saying it is. It's just enforced, cutesy stuff in a Predator movie. So, I'm sorry, it's what is it again? Say it back to me. It's a Predator movie, yeah? And we get cutesy critter like Bud. And Bud, I said spoilers. There's a twist to this, which you see right from the fucking word go. The minute Bud is introduced, the minute it's a she, but we're told it's a she, Ellie Fanning, because what she did, her character and her sister Tessa, I remember that now. They were like investigating all the flora and fauna to find things in the bioweapons division of the company. YAUTJA, there you go, the mantra. And so she knows everything about everything there. She's educating Dec and all this. That sounds like a TV show, educating Dec. And he's going to get a grudging sort of respect for her. YAUTJA, YAUTJA hunt alone. She said, well, no, it's funny how me and her protected you. We saved your ass before. And he's like, fuck off, fuck off. But it's true, they did. And but he won't admit to it at first. Begrudgingly, he calls her a tool. You're just a tool. I need you. You're an instrument to help me get to the Kalisk. And but she goes, well, I can find it for you. So you need me. But she's really working him so she can get her legs back and all that. So anyway, you're gonna get all this, and this trio will have more adventures, and they will get to the old site where her YAUTJA team and it's all wrecked, YAUTJA vehicles and stuff like, and it's all like bodies, but they're all synthetics, ripped asunder, green and white blood and all that fucking shit all over the place. Shit all over the place. And then she goes, oh, there's my legs. And there are her legs there. So she begins to like strap herself together with all like sort of, micro probes through the ear and all this kind of stuff. And loads of things going on. Now she's told him about her sister. Well, it is the nice thing about it, the clever thing about the story. The story, by the way, it's written by a fella called Patrick Asen, and the story by Dan Trachtenberg and Patrick Asen. But Asen wrote the screenplay, and it's got bad elements and good elements. I think one of the smoothest elements, because it's very clumsy in a lot of ways, one of the smoothest elements is Dec tells her what happened to his brother, and father killed him and all that, and I've got to prove myself, I've got to kill this fucking thing and go back and like prove myself and then get revenge. And she's like, oh, right, okay, so your brother, you're mourning your brother, you're grieving for your brother, and he hasn't admitted that yet. So he's like, kind of, but silently, kind of begrudgingly, yeah, obviously, I am, And then she tells him about what happened to her and Tessa. Like, they were in their team and investigating, and the Callus fucking attacked and destroyed everything. She got ripped in half, and like, she didn't see Tessa again. And he says to her, like, Tessa is your sister then? And she's like, because I don't think she'd seen it that way. And there's a nice moment there. She's told him he's grieving over his brother, which he clearly is, but he would never admit to it. But he kind of like responds and like, yeah, you know, he's got the point there. Well, like, if you're pinning that on me, you are missing your sister. And she's like, yeah, I never thought about that before. Yeah, my sisters. So anyway, she puts her legs back on, but well, she's about to do it anyway. It's almost done. And who butts in? The Callus itself. The Callus, the very thing he's gone there to hunt. Isn't it funny that he arrives there through the fucking, yeah, all the asteroid belt and all that, like, crashes to land, straight away encounters a couple of foresty beasties, but right where she is, she can help him and direct him. And then within, like, literally, what, the next day, they stumble across the site of the wreckage of all her crew, and the Callus comes again. So you get a big battle scene of Deck fighting the Callus, and yeah, it's okay. There's lots of stuff being thrown around, but her legs come off again, like, and wreckage up. So she can't. She's still like, oh fucking hell, because she was about to be fixed together, and he's battling this thing, and oh god. Oh, I should have said, during the nighttime evening meal campfire bonding session, the little creature, Bud, spits all over Deck. Spits all over. And he's like, fire. And like, but Thea says something like, no, what she's doing, she's marking you as part of her family, because you're friends now. And he's like, oh, someone spits. No, someone gregging up in your face with a big fucking sweaty grolly in your face. Oh, we're friends. Yeah, fuck that, you know. Yeah, your head's coming off your shoulders, matey, friend of mine. But that's what Bud has done. And in the big battle, the first big battle with the Callus is about to take him down, and I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. I've already have, haven't I? But there you go. It smells the spit on him. It won't do it. It won't kill him. And it backs away and like, oh, it's gone. And well, why is that then? You have to be completely insanely stupid not to have realised what the connection between Bud, the little creature, and the Callus is, and where this whole thing is going to go. You've got to be really insanely daft not to have picked up on that. The minute this fucking little cute creature came in, me and my son knew exactly what was happening there. It was so fucking blatantly signposted, so obvious. But anyway, Tessa, in the meantime, has awoken and been put back online by Mother Alien. You know, look, you know all this, and like, you failed in your mission, you bitch. You know, go and find me a Callus. Do it now, and like, redeem yourself, and we'll be very happy. The company will be happy. So Ellie Fanning plays Tessa as well, in a really badly fitting skin tight Wilma Deering Erin Grey from Buck Rogers white sort of flight suit, and it really looks naff. It's the clumsiest looking suit I've ever seen in movies like this. How many times, and look at the superhero movies, the women are wearing figure hugging, you know, skin tight gear, and you know, it doesn't crease up, it looks amazing. Tessa, Ellie Fanning in the Tessa suit with a wonky eye, and she's all ripped up and burnt, you know, but she gets fixed up, you know, a big cryo module thing, like sort of DIY surgery, and everything gets fixed up again, like she's back to normal. She's got a slightly more severe sort of bob cut than her sister. She's got a cruel looking eye. But it's Ellie Fanning playing both characters. But she wears this. It looks really naff. The camera does linger on her groinal area, and it's creased to hell. Whereas you go back several decades, and Star Trek and Buck Rogers, it'd be skin tight, and they naff that up there completely. Anyway, that's a little aside. But she's now on the warpath, right? We didn't get the castle. Oh, what's it called again? The Callus. We didn't get that. We're going to get it now, right? And she's got an army of goons, all synths who look identical. That's fine. That's okay. But the most bland, boring looking, magazine fucking Photoshop boys, but they're all wearing rain capes, and they're sporting white proto or pulse rifles. I don't know where we are in relation to like aliens and all that, but they're bright white. Are they the ones that were used in Alien Romulus? I think they were white in Romulus, weren't they? Why would you have bright white weaponry? It's just stupid. It's stupid. It's pure cartoony comic book, 1970s, 2000 AD crap. Supposedly it wasn't crap, but it would do that sort of thing in its emblazoned sort of artwork. But it looks stupid in this movie. And the rain capes. So she's got an army of these guys, right? We're going out there, we're going to find the Callus and all that, blah de blah. But she finds their skirmish, which Deck has had and survived, and Ellie's lost her legs again and all that. So, but her sister comes and they find them all, and they take Deck, they take the sister, and they put her back online, and the two of them, converse. But they've got Dex there, like fucking, sort of like he's manacled on a table because he's been fucking knocked out and paralysed. Whatever he done to him, I can't remember. I can't remember what they did to him. He's a fucking predator. He shouldn't have been knocked out as easily as that. But anyway, so he's there and he can hear what they're saying. And in one of the worst scenes, this is one of the clunkiest, clumsiest things ever, and it's down to Dan Trachtenberg and what's his name, Patrick Aston's writing. It's really, really bad. You have Ellie Fanning playing the two roles, and she's like, we're together again now, wherever it is, and we're sisters, and can you put me back together? And you what are you doing with him? Basically, they couldn't get the Callus, so Tessa's told Mother and the company, we've got a YAUTJA, but we'll bring that back then. And of course, our girl, our legless girl, realises what they're doing and tries to, he's defective, don't use him. But this scene with Deck strapped to a table, and he's fucking, and this don't you betray me and all this, and she's like, they have this, but we're sisters, we're together again, what's going to happen? It's agonizingly slow. It's a terribly put together sequence where every line of dialogue is stuttered and staggered with a huge lengthy pause in between, and it's just dragging the whole thing out. Look, I can't trust you anymore. Well, I can't trust you. So right, I'm gonna lie. I'm gonna free my mate, the YAUTJA, and he's gonna kick your fucking ass. Which is exactly what does happen. But it's so horribly drawn out. I was sitting there going, is this scene going to end? What the fuck? I mean, you've now sussed that she's not a friend of yours or sister of yours. She's working for the man, the mother man. You, gonna fucking use you anyway. In fact, they don't even need you, regardless. So she manages to free explosions and fights and shit, and Deck and Ellie Fanning get away, and oh god. But then Tessa, they capture. Oh, I should have said, shouldn't I? Tessa's worked out this Freezerino type fucking thing, and someone can tell me how this works, where she found it from. But she's gone into like she's gone into some kind of ship. Is it a YAUTJA ship? I think it is. It's a YAUTJA ship. She's found other devices that they've got, and a freezerino type thing. Bit of Brett for you there. A freezerino type incarceration device. So they capture the Kalisk. So they've got it on ice, buddy, on ice, and it's in a great big container, and they've got it this huge warehouse area on the planet. Well, you know, again, just down the road from where fucking Deck could have landed on the other side of the planet and tried to find a Kalisk, and you know, but it happens to land right where all this shit is taking place, and all the armaments and firmware and all the hardware's all there. You know, plot armor, plot. So they've got the Kalisk, and they've got it in a great big crate, and they're going to take it on board this ship, take it back to Earth and all that. Like, and anyway, I forget how this all transpires now, but it doesn't really matter. You get this final third, most of which is the most protracted bollocks of Deck and Bud, the little Bud, yeah, the little baby Kalisk, folks. Oh, I'll tell you now, baby Kalisk, as if you didn't fucking realise that. The most obvious bloody trick in the book. It's the baby Kalisk. That's why, and I think he's realised it as well at this point, it spat on him, and that's why the Kalisk didn't kill him, because it recognised the scent all over him. That's long-lasting spit in someone's face, isn't it? You know. So the Kalisk didn't kill him because, oh no, you smell of my little baby, so you must be all right then, even though you've been trying to kill me. All right, well, okay. So Deck, and he gets all the. There's another creature, a bone, bellend, brontosaur, whatever, which he's managed to rip in half, and they ate that as well in their big camp, the night out camping on the cliff top. And he's made a almost like a feral style mask, not quite the iconic mask. He's made one of them out of it, and he goes in and he starts taking out goons left, right, and centre, synthetics. Neck breaks, his claws are going through and all that, you know, his wrist claws, and there's a lot of carnage here, a lot. Now Ellie Fanning, Thea, has been, you know, sort of put in a little cage, just the top half, but for some reason, which I can't quite remember, she can now control her legs. So her legs, folks, go on a kill crazy rampage. Her legs and her waist, they walk around like that and they disappear, commando style, and like rip people apart, kick people's heads off, do all sorts of somersaults and stuff. It's like watching Wallace and Gromit, The Wrong Trousers. I couldn't take it seriously. It's a fucking pair of legs using stealth to go around this compound and killing hundreds of synths in a variety of gruesome ways. It's a pair of legs, people. I thought it was absolutely unbelievably naff. And the two were working. She'll be like on it, just using her hands to get around and doing stuff and controlling the legs. Oh, it fucking works. And Deck's not doing loads of these people in. And it became boring as hell. Boring as all hell. Hundreds of these synthetic goons all look identical. Heads are going through windows, heads are coming off, heads are being stomped flat by synthetic booties, you know. And oh wow, it's a PG13, it's a 12A in the UK, and like, wow, look at all the carnage. Wow. Another 15 minutes you're going, oh, well, look at all the carnage. Yeah, you're gonna fucking move the plot along. We know they're just synthetics. We're not bothered by any of this crap anymore. And it got boring beyond belief. And then you get it, oh shit. Well, the big showdown. Tessa gets in a big power loader. Oh yeah, a power loader. and does battle with Deck and the Kalisk, because the Kalisk gets freed and all this. Oh, it's a massive free for all battle of plenty, battle royale, and oh dear God, visual. Yeah, I'm drinking the world's worst whiskey as well. I know I am. Bells. I shouldn't be doing this. But it's all I had on offer right here on the below decks bar. So anyway, Battle Royale. Deck keeps, throughout all his big battles, Deck will utilize the enemy itself and run up and down bits of it. Like his big battle with the forest, sort of mouthy, roaring branches and tendrils. He manages to run up one of those and leap onto a cliff and like survive. When he fights something else, he runs up and down its fucking legs. When he fights the Kalisk the first time, he runs up and down that and tries to fucking do all sorts to it. And the power loader, he's running up and down that as well. It's just, oh God, you're doing the same shit every fucking time. So anyway, big battle, and Kalisk is fighting there. Deck gets fucking shoveled all over the place. Everyone's in a bad state. Kalisk comes in, fucking destroys the power loader and presumably Tessa, or not, as the case may be. And you know, it's a big sort of what you think is a happy ending. Little fucker, Bud, and big Kalisk. Fucking what's her name again? Ellie Fanning. Let's leave it at that. The good Ellie Fanning is there, and like Deck's all fucking knackered and he's all ripped up. It's you know, there's been a lot of chaos in that, like. And he puts his head, and they have a bonding session. Him and the Kalisk. He came here to take the Kalisk's head and take it back to YAUTJA Prime as a big trophy and win his place in the clan. But no, he won't do that. No, that's fine, that's fine. And they put their heads together, and it's a lovely Disney moment of like lovely soaring, soothing music. And then suddenly the Kalisk is going, it's good acting there. And no, it's not. And then fucking explodes from the inside out, and I don't know why it does that. It's eaten the other, the bad Tessa, the bad Fanning. It's eaten that one, but that one has been inside, and I don't know what. I must have missed something, or I've forgotten something. Whatever device it's got, it's fucking blown this creature, which can regenerate itself. It's blown it completely apart, and I've forgotten why and how. This is a creature that grew back its tail in the first fight with Deck, and then grew its head back again. And Deck's like, but now it's gone fucking, it's gone, dead. So then they have to kill Tessa, which of course they do in a really undramatic fashion, I'll be honest. So we then, I've made my Deck's like, I've made my peace with the very beast I came to kill and claim as a trophy. I've got you, this fucking, you know, android thing here. I've got you, and I've got this little fucker here as well, like Bud. And he's done the head touchy, you know, noggin noodle sort of you know, bonding session with the mother. He now does it with Bud, and the two of them do that. And it's all again the soothing music, and then they fucking blast off. And they go back to YAUTJA Prime, and he's got the skull of Tessa, the bad synth. He's got that, and he rocks up at his dad's pad and all that, out on the rocks. They don't live in luxury, you know, the YAUTJA. You know, when you think about it though, they don't, like, it's all barren rockiness and all this. And like the dad comes out, the dad's been at home. He's still got his fucking mask on and all his robes and all that. You know, there's no one like chill out. The YAUTJA's not chill out at all. You know, big dad's there, his fucking antlers and fucking his big white dreadlocks, and he's there like with his fucking big silly stupid fucking visor mask on, like just comes out, why do that? What are you doing back here, you motherfucker? You're a piece of shit. You're not part of my family and all that kind of crap, like. And who hasn't heard that before? And he was like, I've been to Jenna and I've brought back, you know, the foe. It's a trophy. And he throws the head of Tessa. And like, Big Daddy was like, the fuck is that shit? Like, if you just crap that out, you know. And the two have a big fight. Oh god. Look, it's vengeance. He does say something like, so you come here for revenge now, have you? And so they fight, and of course Deck wins. Deck's now got a plasma cannon and all that. Like, he's worked it all out, and he wants his cloak of invisibility, and he cuts his dad's arm off in total like sort of simpatico vengeance for his brother losing his arm, because he gets his arm hacked off at the start before being killed, and then he imprisons his dad in a laser device like his dad imprisoned him. And then what happens? Bud comes up. Bud has grown immensely. Again, think Alien. The chest bursted to killing Brett in Alien. The xenomorph grew enormously from a little chesty, bursty, horrible little thing to like big, massive, 8 foot tall, but big banana headed, double mouthed bastard in blink of an eye. So however long it took them to get back, this thing's grown to like not quite its mother's size, but it's still fucking, you know. Think How to Train Your Dragon, that dragon sort of size, the baby fucking thing, like in the first couple of movies. Snaggletooth, whatever it's called, Blacktooth, Fangtooth, Droptooth, No Tooth, I don't know, kid stuff, as is this for that matter. And it comes up and it fucking bites his dad's head off, like that, and they're all like, yay, vengeance is ours. Oh, I should say Deck has fought two bodyguards of the father, and he's managed to do a big fucking spinny acrobatic battle sequence, and then with one of them big super like spears that go like that, he's impaled through the head these two goons, and then fights his dad, and then beats his dad, and like this thing takes his head off, and they're all like, yeah man, we're a family, we're great, aren't we? This is wonderful. You're the alpha wolf, because I taught you the alpha wolf doesn't kill more, it protects its family, and we're a little family now. And they turn around and face the sunset on the sort of very arid, desolate sort of portion of YAUTJA Prime. We do know that YAUTJA Prime has different climates and all that kind of stuff, blah 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 blah. But and then ships come in, more ships come in, and like they come to land, and Ellie Fanning goes, "Friends of yours?" And he's like, "Not quite. It's my mother." It's my mother. And the point is, Trachtenberg, the film ends here. Trachtenberg is leaving you on another cliffhanger. He did it with Prey, when, you know, the Comanche sort of effigies on leather, their pictograms depict in the end credits Naru has come back to the tribe with the Feral's hand and all that, and Sari, her dog, they've survived, and she's now war chief. She's going to be in command of that tribe now. She's proved herself, because there's no hunting men left in the tribe. They've all been killed by the Feral. But she comes back and I've proved myself now. And then in the pictograms, you see them all like looking up at the sky as a huge armada of YAUTJA ships come down. So he left it there. We're like, oh well, Prey 2 could happen, and then he fucked it all up with Killer of Killers by having Naru in there at the end. Maybe there's a film that could fit in there beforehand. I don't know, but I wish you hadn't done that in Killer of Killers. It's just so shit. It's just fan bait. Oh my god! Oh my! And then next animal. Oh, it's Dutch. Oh! We're gonna see Dutch again. Oh! Wanky wank 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 wank. Oh, fuck off! Grow up. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. So, at the end of this, Mother's there, and the implication is that Mother's fucking far worse than Daddy. oh my god, because she's been off on a hunting trip elsewhere. Now, Dan Trachtenberg is massively into exploring the YAUTJA culture and lifestyle and history. We do not know. I know in the comics you've had female predators, of course you have, but in the movies, correct me if I'm wrong, we haven't had them, and it always seems to be a male cast, you know, a male society, male dominated society. So now we're getting like, well, his mother, and the implication is like, oh shit, she's not going to be happy. I've killed Daddy-O, and her other son's dead, and I just brought back a little tiny head like that, which was meant to be a fucking big huge. Oh, Mum's not going to be happy. I'm going to be spanked to hell and back with one of the big laser swords and laser whips and all that kind of stuff. Fed to the pred dogs. Hey, maybe she's just gone off to walk the dogs throughout the cosmos, the pred dogs from Predators, and she's got them on a leash. So he leaves it on a sort of a cliffhanger. There's no post-credit sequence. What you do get, I mean, the film ends and you get the really large title card for Predator Badlands. You get it after the huge lengthy sort of brother on brother battle, and then the brother gets fucking killed and Deck escapes. Then after about 20 minutes of film footage, then you get the title Predator Badlands, 20th Century Fox, blah blah blah. It's a big crowded, cluttered big banner, and then you get that at the end, and then you get like, friends of yours? It's my mother. Folks, Predator Badlands I found to be likeable while it was on. Colourful, a big romp, very comic book, very sort of Saturday morning TV cartoon for kids. Despite the body count, if you count synthetics as bodies, but you have to in this, the body count is stratospheric. There's enormous amounts of carnage, but none of it is satisfying or nasty. It's all greeny and weird, and they're not humans. But it's colourful, it's non-stop, it's riotous. My notes were colourful, non-stop, action-packed, very comic book. Deck is believable and we do empathise with him. We do. But his resilience on others and his unfolding attachment to them, however touching it may be, would forever have him outcast from his culture. That is true. He is saved by, Ellie Fanning a couple of times, and by the little bud and all that. Like, he doesn't want to admit it, but that just shows you that in Disney's eyes, a Predator who's the most resourceful, adaptable, resilient, indomitable character, who can only be killed by sheer chance at the very end of a long campaign, by sheer bad luck on their part and good luck on the last human's part. They shouldn't be dying. They shouldn't need anyone's help. And as he keeps on saying, we hunt alone. He proves time and time again in this movie that he can't hunt alone. He has to have someone helping him. He is, he's not worthy of his own family's clan. He's not. His dad was right. If that's their warring culture, he doesn't fit the bill. He doesn't. Oh yeah, the opening fight with his brother, he's fucking amazing, but he still loses the fight. But he's a super warrior by our standards, but not by their standards. You put him against Kevin Peter Hall in Predator, the original Predator. Well, there's not a fucking chance. And Kevin Peter Hall as a city hunter in Predator 2, not a chance. In fact, most of the Preds that we've had in movies, he go up against them, he's been fucking done in. He's young and fucking, he's Johnny Rambo from First Blood, running about, leaping from cliff to cliff, and just super agile, super fast, younger. But whereas Rambo could survive because he's super trained, this guy, he needs help. And there's the Disneyfication again for you. She says to him on air, I may have said this before, I probably did do. She says to him, on Earth we have the wolf, and the wolf hunts in packs. He keeps saying that, hunts alone. YAUTJA hunts alone. Well, on Earth we've got this, and that's our alpha predator. And he assumes that the alpha means it kills more. He says, no. It's the alpha because it protects its family. So there's the Disney ethos there. In a Predator movie, a body count sci-fi horror action thriller, the Disney ethos comes shining through. You know, family together, and little cute creatures. You know, they're all part of it too. And it's horribly glaring. Before I saw the movie, I read lots of reviews of it, and even from people that I know and trust, who say like, oh, the Disney stuff it's barely even there. No, I'm afraid it hit me like a fucking big Mickey Mouse fucking sized sledgehammer in the face. It was Disney through and through. And I didn't like that. The effects are outstanding. I can't pick fault with them at all. I genuinely can't. Absolutely tons of CG. There's a visual effect in every single shot. Deck, I liked it. I liked him. The physicality of him. The face, I've grown to love the face, you know, so I didn't have a problem with that at all. The incessant snarling and roaring was an absolute pain in the ass. That went on way too much. And the Ellie Fanning duality thing was, she's dead nice and sparky and friendly and nuanced, loads of like comical quips and that, like, that's nice, that is pretty good. But the archetype, you know, demonic alter ego was just pure trope, stereotypical, and it was boring as hell, to be honest. The dialogue isn't great, and it's delivered when it's. I like that. I like him using the YAUTJA language, but you read the subtitles and you listen to Ellie Fanning. The script isn't good. It is not good at all. And you can put it down, and I'm sure they will do, that he's still trying to understand what she's trying to say, the universal communicator. I'm trying to understand what you mean by this. But it slows everything down, and it becomes a bit annoying, a bit like sort of, you know, are you all retarded? Just get to the fucking point, you know. Anyway. What else did I write down? Oh yeah, the Kanisk is crap. The big unkillable beast on the death planet. The most unkillable predator. The big trophy the YAUTJA wants. It's fucking rubbish. It's rubbish. It looks like a really watered down version of the Cathoga from The Relic. Which I love that beast. It's got like a big mane of tentacles. It also reminds me a little bit of the thing from Outlander. Yeah, the Jim Caviezel Viking thing with, you know, the Beowulf reimagined space Viking thing, which I have reviewed big time on the channel. It reminds me of that beast. Again, nowhere near as good. So no, I think because you're meant to like then warm to it, that's why they've done it. But when you first see, you're like, oh, that's it. And he arrives, he crash lands there, and everything is everything is right there. You know, I'll meet the flora and fauna for a bit, like for the first 10-15 minutes. Then I'm going to meet Thea. Then I'm going to get told about this. Then I'm going to meet the fucking... And it's all... Everything is right there. If you'd landed 40 miles the other way, you'd have walked off in a different direction and seen none of this. So it's just... Oh, it's all too convenient. You know what I mean? Oh, those fucking trousers. There's trousers. Wasn't grommet, the wrong trousers. Thea's legs. Oh dear God. I can't. How people in the flicks went howling with laughter as these legs just marching down and kicking and fucking, you know, neck breaking people and spinning around and hiding and then sneaking out. Oh, get the fuck out of here. What is that? Again, that's childish stuff. That's pure childish bollocks. Bud is pure cringe, and the mother, as in Callus, is his mother. Right now, I wrote Synth Army with total bores. Rain capes and white guns ridiculous. The carnage was brutal but bloody boring after a few minutes. Boss fight with Daddy-O was over far too quickly, which it is. But there's also something here. There's loads of like references and Easter eggs. There's tons of them. They're not exactly hidden away, but I do think, and I could be wrong about this, the landscape on Jenna is all bizarre, sort of like almost like tusks on the horizon, or these rocky canyons. It's very arid. Well, apart from the jungly bits, but there's a lot of deserty bits too, and the camera pans across very quickly. But I think, and I could be wrong about this, I think you see the derelict there, and I nudged myself out. The derelict was there. And I see it. So it could be there, or it could just be like some rocky outcrop. But it'll look. In fact, I'm gonna drink to that. The derelict is there. I'm saying it right now because I don't care. Look like the derelict. We're sitting on the far left corner. And the camera pans that way, so it kind of disappears. Right, what else did I write here? Safe, bland, and far more Disney than I'd been led to believe. The Wolf Alpha Protect the Pack ethos was a big Disney sledgehammer. I said that, didn't I? Put simply, Put simply, Deck wussed out. If I was YAUTJA, I'd disown him too, and I would. Given their culture, he doesn't fit the bill. Dialogue was crap. Look at the agonisingly slow exchange between Thea and Tessa, meaning when she's like, "Oh, we're sisters," and they're like, "No, we're not sisters." No, I've got a job to do. And fucking blah blah. That went on for way too long. So anyway, there you go. We've hit an hour and almost 10 minutes. Predator Badlands. I've only seen it once, and would I get it again? Would I watch it again? Yes. Would I buy it on a hard copy? Yeah, I would. Would I watch it all? No, I wouldn't. I'd watch the first third. I love that. The first third captures raw fighting ethos, a warrior code, and then like a Deck on his own, battling against an alien world and trying to find his way. That's great. And then suddenly, you get you get Ellie Fanning, who adds an entirely new, different concept, nuanced, comical, satirical, got a great sense of humour, and it's pleasant, to watch. But then all the obvious cliches and tropes come flooding in, and then you're stuck with it, and it doesn't do anything particularly spectacular afterwards. So I'm afraid, if I was to have to give this a score out of 10, oh god, would I do it? I don't normally do this sort of thing. I've seen a lot of 8 out of 10s for this. I couldn't give it anywhere near that. I'd give it a 5 out of 10. It's enjoyable, it's colourful, it's a romp, but it's so watered down, it's so diluted, it's so Saturday morning fare. When you want a predator to be fucking, you want to be afraid of a predator. And herein lies the rub, folks. I said well, two years ago, when Prey came out, what I wanted to see from a new Predator movie. And this is before Trachtenberg came out with the plot for this, way before he came out with that. I wanted to see a Predator on his own, and I want to see a Predator win, using his own language, as in no human language, and no humans in it. I wanted to see a Predator crash land on an alien world. And go back, I did videos on this. I covered this quite with my own idea. But it was. Loses all his tech, on a world, like almost like a pitch black sort of world, where everything is against him, and he's got to fight like Johnny Rambo in First Blood, escape and evade and live off the land and survive using his guile and his own physical strength and his own determination and fight. And I think in the big video I did it, I kind of went a bit further, like how he could get back to his craft and like call in a rescue mission to come and get him, and that rescue mission might be the one that drops him off on Earth for Predator. You know, that's the way I kind of seeded it in. That was just me being, you know, going all Hollywood. But the idea was you'd empathise with the monster, but I didn't want him to be softened down. I wanted him to be vicious, frightening, but you'd have to side with him because you're not going to side with all these other fucking monsters and beasties and creatures. You're going to side with the thing that you know, because you've got to know that you're running alongside him. And then of course when Tractor Bear come out with the plot for this, I thought, oh my god, he listens to me. This sounds exactly what I want. And now I've seen it. It hints at what I wanted. You know, it doesn't matter what I want. It's, you know, but you know what I mean. I thought, oh, I am going to love this. It's exactly what I had in mind, except it isn't. For one thing, YAUTJA, I do not like the combination of Predator and Alien universes colliding. I hate it. I hated AVP. It's enjoyable, but I just don't like the two coming together. They're separate fucking things. An in-joke in Predator 2, which is all it was, the Xeno skull on the wall. But that was just an in-joke. And you go, ah, great. And of course you've got it in this. Not a Xeno skull, but a human skull and a spine. You've got a T-Rex is there, or is it a V-Rex from King Kong? Peter Jackson's King Kong. They're not T-Rexes, they're V-Rexes. He created V-Rexes. And you've got that fucking ridiculous, big, triangular, stupid bastards from Independence Day. I fucking hate Independence Day. Absolute shite. But they got one of them there. So, Disney, being what Disney is, oh, we're going to bring all these in. And we have all new PG13 rated adventures with predators. Are they going to become the heroes? This is the scary thing now. I said all along that I didn't mind this being a PG13 as a one-off. And then go back to the nasty stuff. But the thing is, if this film's a big success, which it has all the hallmarks of being so, well, Disney and Trachtenberg are going to go, well, let's just do more of the same. Let's keep the ratings low and put arses on seats and make loads of money. And then we lose, all of us die-hard Pred fans lose what made Predator so fucking awesome in the first place. It's kick-ass fucking brutality. It's body count. It's nastiness. He's a monster, don't forget. You put him against us, he's a monster. Having a one-off where he's a hero, I think is tremendous. It's what I wanted to see. And now I've seen it, it was nowhere near quite what I really wanted to see. But there you go. They softened him too much, way too much. The version I had in mind and what I outlined before, he would still be, that cunt would still be an absolute bastard to anybody else. This guy, Dexter, he's the nicest fucking Pred you could ever hope to meet. He's learned to live and love and make little flower, daisy chains and all that kind of stuff. Pails of milk and run down the hills, the Swiss mountains like Heidi and all that. He's become a fucking super nice dude. And Mum's about to fucking spank his ass for it as well. But knowing Trachtenberg, will we get a sequel to this? Or just go somewhere else? Probably somewhere else, I would say. Because AVP, he always said, even with Prey, I want to redo AVP. So we're going to get Xenos and Preds. You may be made up with that. Personally, I'm not. It didn't work before. It shouldn't work now. And the Dark Horse comics, though, Kilt-Man, they were amazing. Well, you can do a lot in comic book form, and you think, well, that'll work in a movie, but we've proved it so many times now. What works in a comic book does not work in movies. So look at Marvel and DC. Just saying, but that's just me, you know. Cheers, y'all. Anyway, Predator Badlands. He said that this is Dan Trachtenberg. The things that influenced him were Terrence Malick, well, Badlands, the title itself, Badlands, yeah, okay, we'll give you that. Do you really think you're evoking the Thin Red Line? With all your jungle moments and all that, like, and your flora and fauna and, you know, all that kind of stuff? No. A treatise on war and combat? No. Man with No Name, the Dollars trilogy. Absolutely no. I don't see any of that. Okay. I will say Clint in the Dollars trilogy does tend to pick up people who are like, he's a loner, but he will pick up people around him who he will kind of like, you know, form a bond with, and he may fall back on him to bring him back to health again. More like the outlaw Josie Wales, Clint Eastwood again. Josie will form a family of his own. He loses his family to renegades from the Civil War. He goes on a big vengeance spree to take them all down. But he meets other people, Indians and travelers and, you know, settlers, and, you know, and women and children, and he bonds with all of these. And he doesn't want it, but he ends up having a surrogate family around him, which he will then have to protect, and they will help him as well. So I would say, and Trachtenberg hasn't said that, but this film kind of has more in common with Outlaw Josie Wales in the fact that big fucking, you know, I don't care about anybody. I've got something to prove. I've got vengeance on my mind. I don't need anyone. Who then discovers that he does need people to help him. Otherwise, he ain't gonna make it, you know. As always, folks, you get a lot more than you expected. You know, everyone else reviews. It's just come out, you know, last couple of days, and the first review, and like it's like 8 minutes long. Not with me. You get a fucking movie length fucking review. So, Badlands. For any of you thinking, there'll be an R-rated cut released. No, there won't. Unless there's an entire sequence cut out where it has human beings in it who are ripped apart, you won't get an R-rated cut. So don't go thinking that. Trachtenberg and co. devised this movie and this story with a PG13 in mind. They did it deliberately. And yes, heads get stomped, heads come off, faces get smashed in. It's brutal, but it's, you know, it's not humans. And that's what brings it down and down and down in the ratings. But violence-wise, it kicks severe ass. That's fireworks for you, folks. There's still fireworks in the skies around the UK at the moment. But even like several days after the event, there's still fireworks going off. But hey ho, you know, it is what it is. Maybe it's Deck saying like, no, your review stinks. I kicked ass. I'm a big YAUTJA bastard. I am Deck of the YAUTJA. That is a line used too often in the last sort of few minutes of the movie. You're Deck of the YAUTJA. Like he's like, fucking yeah. No, you're not. The YAUTJA will fucking eat you for breakfast. Your mum's coming and you are in big shit, my man. You've killed your dad. And you brought back a little tiny skull, you know. Oh dear God. Right, folks, I have been on Shabby Kilt-Man. Please, in the meantime, it's ever like, ooh, Disney, drop down ratings and soften everything up in between time. Please keep it kilted, keep it Celtic, and I'm going to see you all on a death planet. Bring on! Cut. Can we do it again? Please stop doing all these roaring bullshit. By the way, there will be a video about the soundtrack to this movie, because the soundtrack is the best thing about this movie. I adore this fucking score. It's been playing throughout this entire review, and you're going to hear it again, and I'll discuss it in depth, because this fucking is brilliant. Ta-da!